Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing okay. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Melanie and I do food hauls. I've done my weekly food haul and I've gone above budget, which I'm not happy about, but Asda was more expensive than I thought it was going to be. But by the time I'd done the first haul, because I go to Aldi first, when I go to Asda, I try and spend £100 in total. I don't mind going over by £20 to £30 if it's like I need laundry stuff or there's things that I need that I don't normally get that I only get every now and then because they last a long time. But I'm trying to stick to 100 or below because everything else has gone up, and it's getting harder to stick to the £100 mark because things are getting more and more expensive. So it's just one of those situations. So in Aldi, I thought I'd spent about £55 based on what was in the trolley. I was surprised it was £43.61. Really surprised. I even said to the checkout man, like, I thought it'd be more than that, because I honestly did. So in Asda, if I wanted to stick to around 100, I had around 56, 57. And I was like, oh, that's good. So when I'd gone down the first aisle, and I do rough estimates, so if something's like £2.25 and £1, I'll just class it as being £3, because the next item I might pick up might be 71p and I might class that as £1. So it's only a rough estimate. I don't like go around adding every single thing up and to be accurate. It's just so I've got a rough guidance so I know what I've got left and if I need to cut anything out my shopping to try and keep it to 100 or just about that. So it came to 69.41. I'd given up counting around 55, and I think 55, 56 I gave up counting because I thought, oh, what's left is probably going to take me to just over 60. So I was very surprised at the end that it'd gone over that much. Now, as always, I'll tell you what's missing before I start. There is a turkey feast sandwich from Aldi missing, which was £1.99. I got them last week and they really like it. There's also a bunch of bananas from Asda and a pack of pears from Asda missing. There is a Aldi soup that's meant to be like the Covent Garden, but it's not. A vegetable one of that. A beef and vegetable pasty. A pack of Christmas cards. They're doing these luxury Christmas cards. The packs of 5 for £1.99. If you're looking for some really high quality charity cards, because they're for the Teenage Cancer Trust in loads of different designs, they've got them. They've also got other ones as well. So there's a pack of them missing. I feel like there's more. I can't think, but those things are missing. There's also a bag of ice in the freezer and a pack of orange juice ice lollies. And there's one other item missing that's £1.50. Other than that, you're probably going to see everything. So I'm currently drinking this because I chilled it when I came on because the shopping's been out a couple of hours. I've been out and walked the dog, come home, done some stuff, and I'm filming this, so I need to get it away. That Thunder, I used to always get this from Aldi, but before I used to get this, I used to get like the Monster energy drink because I do prefer that, but this is a lot cheaper. I got 2 caramel protein puddings. I got a chocolate protein mousse. Now, they had loads of these in this week. There's weeks when there's none at all, and there's weeks when there's not many. And I could have got loads of them, and I do like it, but I think I prefer the puddings. Now, the puddings are more filling, and like, I couldn't eat like loads of them, whereas this, oh, it's filling though, but I could probably eat more than one, although one is very filling. But I am preferring the puddings, but there might be weeks when I might get loads of these. I got this to drink at the time, but it wasn't cold enough, and I was going to drink it tonight, but I'm not going to drink it now because I do have a can of Coke in the fridge, Diet Coke, that's cold. I got these in the Christmas section, and I was talking about mint Earl the other day, and I was going to get some mint Earl bars, but I thought I'll just have these instead. I got Aldi's version of that Blue and White kitchen roll, but I can't remember the brand. I know the Lidl one isn't bad. I think I've had the Aldi one, but I can't remember. Now, I typically get Plenty. It's the best, but it's really expensive, so unless it's on offer, I don't get it. But because I went to Aldi first, I didn't know if it was going to be on offer or not. So I just got this. Now, I still have a third of a roll of Plenty, and I don't go through it as much as I used to. So I might not even open this week, but I always like to have some ready, because there's nothing worse than running out and not like going to shop for a few days. I got a pack of these the other week and they're really good. I do recommend them. If you like the Fibre One popcorn ones, these are as good as, especially the peanut butter ones. Now, I don't know if the Fibre One do peanut butter ones, but these are really good. Then I normally get the cheese twist from Asda, and they've not had them for weeks. And I didn't even realise, unless I did realise, that they did these in Aldi. So I've got them for the person that I live with because they actually really like them. I got eggs. I've not had eggs for weeks. I think we both just had enough of eggs. And the last time I used the final 2 weeks ago when I made a homemade egg fried rice. And I've just been deciding not to get eggs because I think these are £2 in Aldi. I mean, I could be wrong. I do like a more expensive egg. The cheap ones I'm not really a fan of unless I'm baking with them. If I'm like having a fried egg or something. The last time I got cheap eggs, I didn't like the taste of them. So I've just been going without because A, I'm not too bothered. There's times when I want eggs and there's times when I don't. And B, just to save a little bit of money. Because my favourite ones, I think they're £2.50. But I think these are around the £2 mark. And I've had these before and I like them. Then I did want to get some water biscuits. They didn't have any in Aldi that I could see. And I was meant to pick them up in Asda, but I forgot. But luckily I'd picked these up for myself as well. And these are the multi-seed flatbed bread thins. And then for the person that I live with, I got them the fake Ritz crackers. For crisps, all I've got are these pop-outs in salt and vinegar, and I don't have any in the house, so it might get to the middle of the week and I might wish I'd got crisps. I don't know why I'm struggling to speak. Then I got the wood-fired sourdough pizza in hog roast, which I nearly got last week, but I got the peri-peri chicken, which was 10 out of 10, by the way. So I decided last week I would definitely get this week. I got 2 rhubarb crumbles just as something different. Also, I got the fries. Didn't realise they were 30% off. Luckily, I'm having them today because they've got today's date on. Brussels sprouts. I was meant to get 2 mash. I forgot I wanted one. That's for the person that I live with. So I went to pick one up in Asda and they had really short dates on. So I might have to go to Asda in the week. I got some diced beef for the person that I live with because I'm going to have slow cooker beef with vegetables. I got a basmati rice because we don't have a plain one in the cupboard. 2 chocolate protein puddings. I got the caramelised biscuit buns. I had one for my lunch. I'll finish the Aldi stuff. I got long grain rice bowl in the bag, 8 bags. I had the little ones last time and they were really big portion sizes. So I hope they're big portion sizes. I think they're like 45p. 2 tins of baked beans. Mushy peas because I've got a pie that I'm going to have with mushy peas. I got Aldi's version of this. Now, Asda's version, the beef one, is to die for. I've never tried the chicken. I don't even know if they do chicken. But the last time I had some of this, the person that I live with was using it in their slow cooker recipes because they always put gravy granules in to give it flavour if they're doing like a gravy-based thing. And instead of using the Bisto, which there's plenty of, there's loads in the cupboard. There's like Bisto, there's Aldi's own, there's another brand. And then there's loads of there's like beef, there's chicken, there's vegetable. Anyway, the other day I wanted chicken. Anyway, they used it all basically and I didn't realise till I wanted it. And I've not replaced it since. And this week it was on my shopping list. But then I saw Aldi did a version almost identical. And I wanted chicken because when I went to have chicken gravy, I had to have beef Bisto because the chicken gravy granules that we've got is by a brand that I've never heard of. I think I got it in B&M, but I remember when I tried it, I didn't love it. So I ended up having the beef Bisto because I know I like Bisto. So I basically got the chicken for that reason. 2 tins of chopped tomatoes to replace the 2 tins I used last week. Now I believe we're on to Asda. Now I got gold bars and twirls. Does anyone ever have like a couple of days in the month, like where you just want to eat everything? Within the space of 3 days, I'd gone through all my chocolate biscuits and twirls, and all I had left was my favourite chocolate biscuit. One of them left, 2 mini packs of mini party rings, and one of those peanut butter things to last me the week. Hopefully I won't do that this week. I got 8 Dairy triangles because it was £1 for 8. I was going to get the double pack, but that's full price, so I just went for the 8. I got Nurofen. I just got an 8 pack because I used to get the 16 pack because it's £1.89. You only save 11p by doing that, and because I've got a full, well, not a full strip, I think I've got 6 left in a strip, I just went for the 8. I had to get the Panadol Original instead of the ones that I normally get. So I got them. And then I got the Fibre One Strawberry Cheesecake Bars. If you've not tried them, you need to. I got Batoli because mine ran out days ago. This can last me months. It depends on what I'm eating. And then because I ran out of that, I used butter because there's a butter dish. And I only did a bagel and a toasted tea cake, and the butter's nearly finished. Not by me, it was nearly finished anyway, so I've had to replace that. And this was on offer, making it cheaper than Asda Aldi. Then I did get the Elf cup. You can get it with a green background or a red background, but I thought the green looked better. And I decided before I went I was going to A, get the cup, and B, get the green background. And that's £3. I ran out of tea bags yesterday. Do you know what? I can go months without a cup of tea, and then I can like have 3 a day for 2 weeks and then not have it for a month. But recently I've been having 1 a day. The other day I had 2, so this morning when I normally have my cup of tea, no cup of tea, so I made a nice coffee basically because I didn't want a hot coffee. And I like Tetley and I don't like PG Tips. This is the dog's favourite treat, and this is the one that she'll have more than any other treat that day, so I topped up on that. All she has in the cupboard is an open pack of the Asda dental sticks. I think there's 6 in a pack, so there's 5 left because I opened them this morning. She has a pack of the Aldi ones, which are smaller, but that means when I run out of them before the next shopping day, she'll have an Aldi one. And she has the barbecue bangers by Wag. She doesn't have anything else, but I couldn't get loads of different snacks, treats for her. So I got her them, and I got her 2 packs of these. She's already had one. Because I decided last week, like after I'd been shopping, to get her 2 this week because it was 4 in a pack, which means I can't give her 1 a day. Well, I can, but we run out after 4 days. So I got 2 packs, so they're only £1. 1 red pepper, because one of the recipes I'm making this week for me for 2 days is a sausage casserole. And by the way, the shopping came to all that money, but I'm taking 3 lots of meals out, times 2 out the freezer this week, so 6 meals that I made in previous weeks where there's been extra. So if I would have had to buy 3 meals times 2, or enough for 2 people for 3 days, the shopping would have been more. So that just shows how much more the shopping was this week. So I'm having a sausage casserole. So I got 5 loose onions, and some of these are very small, but they're like 33p for 5. And there's enough here that more than the equivalent to a pack of 3, which would be 99p or 89p. Mushrooms, which I couldn't get the cheapest because they all looked a bit manky, so they were like 89p, which I think is a lot of money. Like I said, there was a bunch of bananas missing, so that's the second bunch. I got a broccoli, I got a bag of carrots, and I got a pack of 4 bacon potatoes. I forgot to get my bagel thins in Aldi, so I had to get these, but I still have 2 from last week of the Aldi ones because they come in 6s, so I still have 6, but I've just got 4 of these. And I'll be able to decide which ones I like better because I can have an Aldi one, and then the day after I can have one of these, so then I'll be like, oh, which one's better? They were £1 for 4. And then I got the Warburton's toasted tea cakes because I do prefer them. I forgot to get Aldi's on, which I was going to get because the currants in them are a lot bigger than the Asda ones. But then I saw these at 125 and they are bigger, so I got them. Oh, they're 115. They might be 115. Pack of bacon, which is quite expensive. Turkey bacon for me. I either finished them yesterday or I have 2 left. I can't remember. 2 chicken breasts for me because 2 days I'm going to have chicken and vegetables. Mouthwash for the person that I live with. Dr Pepper Zero for me. Hot dogs for the dog. I only opened a jar either yesterday or the day before, so she has enough to get her through the week. I went for the large deodorant because they did the small one, and they still do the small one for £1.50, and I've had 2 or 3 of them, and mine's getting low. Probably a third of a can left, so I got the big one. I got 4 almond milks because last week I got 3 and there was about half of carton left in the fridge, and I ran out this morning and I didn't have quite enough, like I had to do with what I had, so literally that's all I've got now. So I am using 3 to 4 a week. That's because I've been having a protein shake every day, but I'm about to run out of protein powder, so I might end up with loads of milk. 1 bottle of water because I was trying to keep the cost down, and there's 2 in the fridge. 5 sparkling apple and mango because it is my favourite. I thought this was just like a peach drink, but it's peach limeade, so that's going to be interesting. 2 apple and elderflower. I have been putting Ribena in and I don't have much Ribena left, and I was meant to get a bottle, but when I was seeing how much this was costing, I decided to wait till next week. But I've got enough to do 4 drinks because I do 2 big drinks out of each one, and I think I might just have enough. 2 ZX colas, 1 vitamin water. I decided to go for a full-size loaf. This is, and it used to be, I've not had it for ages, my favourite bread to make toast with because it makes super crunchy toast. Now this was 140 and the small loaf was 120. Oh, was this 120 or 130? But there wasn't much difference between getting the small loaf of bread and this. So I thought for this week only, I'll get the big one because we're not really going through bread. The final item is a pack of 30 Diet Coke. Now, I've had this once before if you've watched my videos and you've seen, because last time I got it, you got £2.50 Asda rewards if you've got the app. So it was basically you save £2.50, so I bought it, but since then I've just been getting an 8-pack. Now last week I got Sprite and I've got 2 left, 1 in the fridge, 1 on the side, and there was a day when I had Diet Coke and Sprite, but it's £3.50 for 8, or today it was on offer for £9.50. So if I bought 16 it would be £7, so for £2.50 more I got another 14 cans. So I thought that was good, and that's why my shopping was another £5. Like I could have took £5 off of this and £8 off of the mug, so then I wouldn't have been as massively over. So I won't need any for about 3.5 weeks, because there'll be a couple of days where I will have 2 because I've got this, but 21 would be 3 weeks. I reckon I'll probably do like 24, 25 days out of this, maybe 24, because like I said, because I've got so many, I'm more likely to have 2 a couple of times. And I think I finally got to the end of the shopping and I can finally put it away, and I'm going to put the oven on and I'm going to make my pizza. Well, my half. I've been cutting it in half because the person that I live with doesn't, who I've just put the oven on, doesn't always have their half the same day. I hope they do, because the fries have got today's date on. I'm sure they're not just going to go off, but they have been out. I mean, it's now 5:30. I left Aldi around 12:30, and it's warmer today than it should be, but it's cool in the kitchen, so I hope everything's fine. But that's everything I've got. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you see anything that you think I would like, or if there's any suggestions of anything you think I'd like from any of these shops based on what I show you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you're new to my channel or you watch my videos but you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification button. That way when I upload, you will get an alert to let you know I've uploaded a video. I hope you all have an amazing week no matter what you're doing, and I'm sure I'll be back next Sunday with another food haul. Thank you for watching.